Hello, welcome to Gothic Book Club. I'm your narrator, Lilith Bloodmoon. Today I thought I would tell you about 5 really interesting and creative places to go to get books. The first place is going to be your local bookstore. Sometimes you don't see it immediately in the community, or maybe you just have a half-price books, but there is a bookstore in your town. I'm fairly confident that there is. And all you have to do is find it. You can use Google or an app like Foursquare. You can try those, but there's probably a little mom and pop place someplace squirreled off. I know that in this small town I used to live in, I didn't find it until I went down the wrong street, and then I was driving and there was the bookstore in an old Victorian house. And sometimes they keep weird hours too, so I understand that it might not be easy to find it, but there's one there, and it's always worth going to your local bookstore to see what they have. Even if it's a half-price books, some of the most interesting people I have ever met have worked in bookstores. And I think it's just because, they're around books, and that just makes you an interesting person, Lots of books, lots of knowledge. The second place I will recommend to get books is your local library. I'm not talking about borrowing books. I'm talking about buying books. Your local library sells books. They get duplicates sometimes. They get too many of a certain book. There's a number of reasons why your local library sells books. And usually they'll have a little section of what they've got. So it just depends on your own library. So go take a look and see what your local library is selling. The third place I can recommend is BookBub. It's kind of like Wish, but for books. You get really, really cheap books. And if you get an account with them, they will send you coupons and notice of sales. I'm not being paid to tell you this about BookBub. This is just one of the places that I've used. That's good for books. The fourth place I will recommend to you is Facebook Marketplace. You can get just about anything on the marketplace. All you have to do is type your title into the search, and sometimes that's even how you can find your local bookstore, is they will list titles on Facebook Marketplace. And the fifth place to get books is Thrift Store. People will donate books all the time. I've donated books in the past. And sometimes you can find some really interesting classic literature. I've even known people to find first editions and hand autographed copies. Your local thrift store is a veritable treasure trove for books. And I do recommend, you stop by your local thrift store and check out their book collection and see what they have. As an honorable mention is Audible. You can get books on audio and MP3, play them on your phone, play them on your TV, play them on your stereo. You can play these Audible books anywhere. And listening to them with a hard copy book is actually one of my favorite ways to read. And I hope that it can become yours. I also will listen to books while I'm doing everything else. When I'm making coffee in the morning, when I'm doing chores around the house, when I'm driving, when I'm in the shower, I'll listen to my book. It's a great way to get more books into your life in general. And it is definitely a great way to get books. I have an Audible library of some 50 titles, and I get to carry it around with me all the time. It's wonderful. So those are my favorite places to get books. What are some of yours? Where do you like to go to get your books? Leave them in the comments below. Please like and subscribe and click the notification bell, and please share this video so other people can join our book club too. Thank you so much and have a good day.